Isaiah Gibson, Vice President for the Class of 2010, will now introduce Ujjay Brawley, our Valedictorian.
Good morning, parents, teachers, guests, and Class of 2010. My name is Isaiah Gibson, and it is my pleasure to introduce our valedictorian, Mr. Ujjay Nath Eric Brawley. Mr. Ujjay Brawley was born April 23, 1991, in Arlington, Virginia. He has been a resident of Prince George's County since 1991. Mr. Brawley's academics during his time at Potomac have been nothing but outstanding. He has taken 7 advanced placement classes and 1 honors class, maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 4.21. He also played football for 3 years and participated in many other extracurricular activities. He has been active in the Student Government Association as president, member of the mock trial team, member of the Science Bowl team, member of the National Honor Society, and president of College Summit. He did an excellent job of balancing academics and outside activities throughout high school, and I'm sure he will do the same in college. Mr. Brawley has already been accepted to and plans on attending Stanford University to pursue a major in physics. His goal is to become a particle physicist and work in research for an organization like Fermilab or CERN, which is the European Organization for Nuclear Research, and he plans on working towards an advanced degree, such as a PhD, before the age of 30. Ujjay wants to observe the structure of atoms and the particles that they are made of and relate this to how energy works in our universe. With all of Mrs. Brawley's knowledge and enthusiasm, anything is possible for him. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the valedictorian for Potomac High School's Class of 2010, Mr. Ujjay Brawley.
Friends, family, faculty, teachers, administrators, I'm so happy to see you today. Today is one of the proudest days of our lives. I stand here looking at the greatest class of the greatest high school of the greatest nation. That class is called Potomac's Class of 2010. In a few hours, we will all be graduates. This is not just a piece of paper you're taking home, but a gateway to higher levels of success, a memorandum of all you've accomplished in your past years of high school. I am so glad I'm here to represent Potomac as its valedictorian. I know I didn't become valedictorian simply on my good looks, so I have a few people I would like to thank. I would like to thank my teachers for giving me the knowledge and strength to go on. I would like to thank all those in the guidance department for giving me the advice I need to go in my pursuit of a post-secondary career. I'd like to thank my mother and family for giving me the moral support I needed in my life. I'd like to thank my principal, Ms. Daniel, for managing this high school. But most importantly, I'd like to thank all the beautiful girls here for giving me the inspiration to come to school every day. But this ceremony isn't about me. It's about all of us. We're here to honor the graduates and what we have accomplished. Everybody here today is successful. We may have had different paths or ways to reach that success, but our desire comes from one source, an insatiable hunger, an unparalleled want to achieve. That desire that motivates everyone here reminds me of a story I once heard as a child. You see, there was once this old man who had a Ferrari, 2 degrees, and millions of dollars. He was a self-made man who many considered to be successful. A young man approached him and asked him, "How do I become successful and make money?" The old man said, "Come to the beach tomorrow and I'll show you how to become successful." The young man comes to the beach in a suit and a motivated mind and says, "Hey man, I want to become successful. I don't want to learn how to swim." The old man says, "If you want to be successful, come in the water." The young man comes waist deep and says, "You're crazy. You may be successful, but you're crazy." The old man says, "If you want to be successful, come deeper." Just as the young man comes neck deep, the old man shoves his hand under the water and keeps him down there. The young man keeps kicking and screaming. Just before he drowns, the old man picks him up and asks him one question. He says, when you were underwater, what was the only thing that you were thinking of? The young man says, I wanted to breathe. The old man says, when you want to succeed as much as you wanted to breathe, you'll be successful. Now you may be wondering, how does this relate to our graduating class of 2010? I'm here to say that each and every one of you wants to breathe. You want success, to graduate as much as you want to breathe. See, I know something special about Potomac students. Potomac students just don't dream or talk about what they want. They pursue it and grab hold of their success. Potomac students breathe success and their accomplishments in everyday lives. You all had the will to breathe when you toiled away for hours studying. You all breathed when you met your requirements and passed the HSA. You all wanted to breathe when you felt like giving up, but you ran that extra lap or read that extra page. You all wanted to breathe when you first took your AP class. You all wanted to breathe when you got accepted to your first colleges. To graduate means something special. It means we've all achieved academic excellence. Not only that, it means we all had the urge to reach something higher than our current selves. We all had a visible, reachable goal in our lives, and we accomplished this goal. To graduate is accumulation of hard work, talent, preservation, and aspiration. The sum of all these parts ignites a fire that inspires all of us to want to achieve as much as we want to breathe. In retrospect, our success in academia does not only define the Potomac experience. Every school has textbooks, chalkboards, classes, and computers. What sets Potomac apart is the people, you. I have so many memories of the great people here. I'll never forget coaches like Coach Davidson, who told me to never quit and show me what I could accomplish physically. Nor I'll forget coaches like Ms. Mater, my mock trial coach, who told me I could win any debate using any argument I wanted to use. I'll not forget the guidance I received from counselors such as Ms. Kusi. I'm sure we'll all share memorable moments of this school. We'll never forget when our football team beat Friendly. Who could forget the halls echoing go-go during Spirit Week? I'll personally never forget when my teacher, Ms. Clendenis, said clappers in class. Throughout the years here, I had the benefit to meet many wonderful teachers. Teachers such as Ms. Sidamon, who thought that 4 essays a week was a reasonable workload. Teachers such as Ms. Greer, who told us we were doing simple equations and then write 18 steps on the board. Teachers like Mr. Coates, who would rap U.S. history lessons. And teachers like Mr. Little, who would give life lessons while teaching biology. I could stand here all day and name the wonderful teachers we have at this school, but I have one central message. The teachers here gave us all the will to breathe. During my years here, I have had the great pleasure to meet so many young, talented people here. I have to say that my only regret is we never pulled a senior prank. I still can't believe we never taught what they did last year. But I digress. I'm overjoyed that I've met so many eclectic, diverse, and interesting people at this school. I've made lifelong friends with those who will be some of the most successful people in the world. I've met future doctors, scientists, psychologists, professional athletes, and hey, maybe even the next future president. The list is endless, and no matter what path we decide to take, we still have one thing in common. We all have the urge to breathe. We will breathe new lives into new fields, innovate businesses, and change the future. Those aren't just empty words. I mean it when I say that. I never thought I'd meet such funny, athletic, smart, and fun friends here. I'm sad to say that many of us will go our separate ways after high school. I will miss all of you. Now, I know it's early and many of you fell asleep during this, but I'd like to communicate one central message to all of you. To be successful in anything in life, you've got to want to be successful as much as you want to breathe. We've all taken our first breath today, and we'll continue throughout our lives. I can't wait to see how this graduation changes all of our lives and what future endeavors we will take. Keep breathing. I love you all. Thank you.